You have not seen anything yet. Anything, guys. Let's talk about it. So I like to think about what's coming next, give you theories, give you ideas of what happened in history and how history is repeating itself now. Because it always happens. It's always a plan. It's always the same people doing the plan, and they've done this plan throughout history to hundreds of countries. So this plan is being implemented now on America, the big one. They're trying to take the big one now. And guys, I'm talking to you who's watching right now. Thank you. Seriously, thank you so much for watching these videos, liking, commenting. You don't understand how much it helps and how much it's literally blessing my life, guys. Like, you really don't understand. I have a newborn, I have a toddler, I have a wife. Like, you guys are blessing my life. Seriously, thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart, seriously. So I want to start off with a quote from this article just to set the stage of what I think is really going to happen. So, people may vote with their pocketbooks, but more often than not, they revolt with their bellies. If you want to predict where political instability, revolutions, coups d'etats, and interstate warfare will occur, the best factor to keep an eye on it is not GDP, the Human Development Index, or energy prices. We'll get to energy prices in a minute because the records are being broken. If I were to pick a single indicator, economic, political, social, that I think will tell us more than any other, it would be the price of grain. So did you hear that one part? Grain prices are the key indicator. And what just happened? Corn hits a 9-year high as surging commodities continue. Diesel and gas hit an all-time price high. Let me read from this in just a second. I'll get to that. And stay tuned because we're going to talk about we're going to compare this to history and what really can happen here in America too, and what has actually already happened in America. We've already had very violent things happen here in recent history, and what happens when that is translated to a food crisis or a food shortage scenario or a hyperinflation scenario. It's gonna be 100 times worse. So stay tuned because we're gonna dive into that in just a second. Corn prices hitting an all-time high is gonna affect everything. Animals eat corn and feed to produce meat. That's where most of your meat comes from. Chickens eat corn, cows eat corn, goats eat corn. Everything eats corn these days. I don't think that's the correct thing, but that's the way the world works. That's reality right now. And if corn prices go from $6 a bushel to $8, okay, that doesn't sound that much, but that's a 30% increase. $2 is 33% actually of $6. So if it goes up $2, that's a 33% increase. Retailers are placing limits on baby formula. There's baby formula shortages all over the country, guys. And this is hitting home. What do people do when they can't feed their families? Like, we need to be realistic about this. Nobody's treating this like a serious issue. Babies are starving. Okay? This is serious, guys. This is national news. Every store, almost every chain in America is limiting baby formula. And it's already severely limited just what's available right now. So nobody's coming to save these kids. It's very sad, guys. And what happens when people's children are starving to death? They're going to make bad decisions. They're going to make rash decisions. And they're going to do what they really have to do to feed their family. Okay? So, real quick, recent history. This wasn't this long ago, guys. This was in recent decade, the recent past 10 years. Venezuela had an socioeconomic collapse. The whole society has collapsed. One of the biggest things that happened is food just became so expensive. Nobody could afford it anymore, and it was so unavailable. And I remember reading stories of people just standing in line all day to get some food. And then half the time, by the time you got to the front, it was pretty much gone. There was nothing left. And Venezuela wasn't some bum country. Like, this was a rich country with rich oil reserves, natural resources. And this is modern history. This just happened years ago. This didn't happen this long ago, guys. And everyone forgets about it. People were eating their dogs and cats, okay? And what's the next level of that? What have we had here? We've had massive riots here. We've seen Targets looted, Wendy's burned down, food stores, just targeted and looted. You know what I'm talking about. It happened a couple years ago. I don't want to get into all that. But this is something that can happen in America. It's already happened. Okay? And that was in one city, a targeted location. I guess it was happening in a lot of places, but it was very targeted. Guys, this is something, if it's food related, it could happen nationwide. Stores all across the country looted and burned to the ground. How long would that take to rebuild? Could we even rebuild? Will we even be able to recover? This is what we're heading towards, guys. We live in a very violent, aggressive, apathetic, disconnected, dishumane society. I hate to say that, because I truly believe in humanity. I truly believe people are good. But our society as a whole, it has a ton of problems, guys, and people are just they're ready to just rip other people's out. Like, that's the point where we're at. That our humanity has been gone. And that's why all these other attacks are happening on our humanity, on our culture. I don't want to get into all that right now, but that's why all these other culture wars are happening, because once we lose our humanity, it's easy to conquer people. We will turn on each other. Do you remember all these warnings of civil you-know-what? Just a couple years ago. I don't want to say the words, but it was on the news constantly, okay? Our society has been conditioned for this. First, if something happens with the food stamps get turned off, there's just not enough food left, it's not buying you anything, we could see stores just ransacked, looted, destroyed, burned to the ground. Okay? This is something, this would be people trying to feed their families. So it's gonna be like a lot more people and a lot more serious, guys. This is something we need to take serious. This is why I make these videos. I want people to be warned and be awake to what's going on, so their family's not in that situation where they're desperate. Okay, this isn't fear mongering. This is future gaming. It's having foresight of what's happening in the future and preparing for it. That's what humans are supposed to do. That's what separates us from animals. Humans can predict the future and prepare for it and change the future. We're not subject to everything in our environment. We can change things. And you guys are part of the change. Every single person watching this video, you guys are a part of it. You're prepping. You're getting your garden going. You're telling other people about it. You're getting more informed. You're learning skills. You're doing all these things that if it hits the fan, you are going to be in 100 times better situation than these people. Than 99% of people, 98% of people. You're just going to be in, and you're not going to be desperate enough to have to go into all that, And this is just even more reason to get out of the city, guys. Please get out of a city if you can. I know not everybody can. I know most of the housing is in cities. I know all that. But I'm talking to our audience and us. We're not everybody. We can change our lives and do something different. Not everybody's watching this video. Not everybody is hearing this message, but you're meant to hear this message. You're meant to get this warning. Something's up, and you need to do something for you and your family right now. You feel it. everyone feels it. I've been feeling it for years and years, and now it's just to the point where I'm just like, screw it, this is it, we're doing it. So let me know what you guys think down below. Hit that thumbs up, hit that sub, hit that notification bell, hit those comments, guys. And thank you so much, guys. I'm super blessed to have you guys. Seriously, I keep saying it, but like I don't know what else to do for you guys except to just be super grateful and super appreciative. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart, seriously. And you guys have a blessed day. Thank you.